Welcome back to the MBM Vault, live from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca. We're your hosts, Abigail.
And I'm Kim, and this show is all about music, local talent, industry news, and most importantly, fun. Today we'll be interviewing Eyrica and Henry. Woo! Eyrica, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Tired.
I'm tired as well, yeah. Last night was a late night. I think I went to bed at like 2 or 3.
I'm pretty similar to that, too.
I feel like we're always similar in that, going to bed.
I don't know why we just decide, like, oh, yeah, show tomorrow, guys. Got to be there at 8:30 a.m. Let's just not
If I have a
sleep.
class at 12, like 12 p.m., I fall asleep so easily. If I have to wake up early, no sleep.
Do you have sleep schedule issues?
Yes, but usually, I take the hottest shower in the world, and then I'm out as soon as I, come outside.
See,
It's gonna
I
be-
can't shower in the morning because I can't leave my house with wet hair, else I get to school and it's like,
I leave my dorm room with wet hair all the time.
your hair looks good right now, though.
Thank you. I can't shower before I go to sleep because my hair is short enough that the sleeping thing doesn't work with my hair. It just, that's when my hair goes like this.
Yeah.
So,
Did you guys do anything fun yesterday? Valentine's Day? Watch
No.
movies? Did anything cool?
No. Got some flowers, though, so it was pretty
Aw.
nice, but that's it.
I didn't do much either. I just went out for dinner.
I think I watched like 3 rom-coms over the duration of yesterday. I had
Yes.
the longest nap after event workshop because
does
I
that to you.
needed that. Yesterday was interesting, to say the least.
I think I watched Deadpool yesterday. I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, favorite movie. So,
So we're gonna lead into Eyrica while you're here. Lovely Breakthru event coming up.
Yes, so Breakthru is hosting a Tiniest Desk at Cops Records on Tuesday, February 20th. We're really, really excited to host it. It's in honor of Black History Month. We have amazing artists coming out. They're going to be performing 2 sets for everyone. It is free, so please come out and have a great time. We're really looking forward to it, and rehearsals are great, so it's great.
It's super exciting.
I've heard some people outside the program. I follow an account called Durham Tourism. I saw that they posted. I was like,
yes.
wait,
Yes.
that's wicked. They have like 13,000?
Yeah,
followers?
we're trying to really get out of our usual marketing strategies and get out and get as many people to be posting about it, because we want more people outside of Durham College to know about Breakthru events.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's amazing. We're probably going to get a really good turnout now because of that.
Which I'm also nervous for, because I don't want to turn anyone away from the door.
Exactly.
But I hope there's a lot of people coming out.
I've
so.
never been to Cops, so I'm super excited.
I've
Me
never been there
neither.
either. Okay, good. We're all in the same boat here.
See, everyone I know except for the 3 of us have been to Cops. I'm like, wait, this is going to be like a milestone.
Yes.
I thought it was
Moment.
Cobbs, with a B, for the longest time,
I
and this
thought
was
it
like, no,
was
it's Cops. And I'm like,
K-pops or something. No, it's just Cops.
yeah, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe that's why when I search it up, the only thing that comes up is you spelled Cobb's bread wrong. So I was like, oh, okay.
I'm very excited for it,
Thanks.
to be so honest.
We have another event coming up in March where we're getting all the labels and the artist management enterprises together, and each artist is going to battle it out. Very similar like The Voice.
That's going to be so cool.
And we're going to have a winner for every round, so we're really looking forward to that one too. So follow all our social media and you find out more about when it's going to happen.
Cool.
I'm excited about that one because
Yeah,
I
me
didn't I think you had something similar last year, but I wasn't able to
Yes.
go, so I'm super
No.
excited this time.
It was great. There was I think over 100 people. It was
Ooh.
our biggest turnout ever. It was amazing. The energy in the room was insane. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we also have an emo night coming up soon on the 17th of February, which I believe is this Saturday, at the Biltmore Theater. The bands are managed by Takeover, one of our enterprises, and 2 bands are Contour and Slow Drain. They're going to have a giveaway, which will be on their Instagram page at contour.music. For ticket info, it's 19 plus, $22, and the doors open at 7. For more information, please go check out their Instagrams at Biltmore Theater, at contour.music, and at Slow Drain Band on Instagram. Coming up after the music break, we'll be talking with Henry Murray, a first-year student in the MBM program.
Don't forget, you can follow us on social media at the DCSA Media Hub and MBM Vault. Do you want to shout out your Instagrams really quickly?
Yes, you can follow Breakthru Events at Breakthru Events. It's THRU on Instagram as well. We do have a website that's come up, so everything that you can find that on our Instagram and in our bio. Yes.
So we're going to play you some music. Here's All Summer Long by Kid Rock and Just the Guy to Do It by Toby Keith, live from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca. Welcome back to the MBM Vault. We're your host, Abigail.
And I'm Kim, and today we're here with Henry Murray.
Hey.
Woo! Henry, how are you?
I'm awesome. Thank you so much for having me. It was cool.
No problem. So, Henry, we're going to kind of ask you a little bit of a background type questions. Where are you from?
I'm from Toronto.
Where in Toronto?
North York, Midtown, Deville. Shout out Deville.
You were born and raised in Toronto?
Yeah.
Wicked.
What enterprise are you in?
Wicked. I'm in Townline artist management. Yeah. Shout out to Ethan Wild.
What's your role in your enterprise?
I'm a artist manager. Yeah.
Do you have an artist?
I do. Yeah, that would be a bit of a failure of being an artist manager. Yeah.
How's that going so far?
It's going well. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. Been a friend of mine for years, so it's pretty natural. He's already kind of booking his own shows and stuff in Toronto, and I've been around to kind of help him out with that a little bit. So part of it I kind of was already kind of doing, I guess. Yeah. So kind of it's worked out. It's been pretty natural. So
are we gonna see him at any potential Breakthru events or just?
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I don't know. I just want something that'd be like a good fit for him, maybe. Yeah.
Eyrica was just talking about a battle of the band-esque type event where like two artists like go against each other in a way. Do you see that being potentially?
Yeah, it could be cool. Potentially? He could battle against a band too. He does hip hop, but he does like kind of rock infused hip hop too or something like that.
Like that.
It's just like that.
How hard is it to be an artist manager? I purposefully avoided those jobs
Me as well.
last year when we were applying because it sounded too much.
Yeah, you guys have the best gig. I'll tell you that.
It's pretty wicked.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, wicked. Yeah.
Yeah, how is that being an artist?
It's
manager?
wicked. I'll tell you that. It's it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I don't know, dude.
Like, what does it entail? Like, just like booking shows and like.
All right, so
I don't know what that is, like an artist.
No, exactly. No, yeah, it is booking shows and stuff. It's basically being like producing their career in a way, but you're not executive producing it necessarily. So they have their input and their input matters more than yours. I would say personally, but everybody you have different deals depending on who you are, and it's a situational sort of thing depending on how you're going about it. But you're kind of like a confidant as well.
Do you do contract writing and stuff like that? Is that something you do?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, you're reviewing contracts for your artist, a lot of the time. Sometimes people bring on a manager because they've gotten really big and they have too much on their plate, or they bring in a manager because they want somebody to manage things that they just can't do,
Yeah.
So that's what's up.
What made you choose this enterprise?
Yeah, because there's a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was interested in it because of the country kind of aspect. It seemed like the only thing that kind of had country to do with it. And then I ended up managing a rapper, so.
Glad that worked out.
Yeah, wasn't Townline supposed to be like a country-focused enterprise, or am I wrong with that?
I feel like that's what Ethan wants to focus on, but I feel like he's very.
Yeah, what's going on, Ethan? No,
we'll have to have him on the show again and ask him.
Yeah. Honestly, it's something where it never was like this is supposed to be country.
Yeah.
It
just
really
had a vision.
He is a country artist himself, so that was definitely what he wanted to do because of that. But at the end of the day, it's like I was able to bring on a hip hop artist that I was like really enthusiastic about working with, and so yeah.
So right now we are sat at Oshawa campus, Durham College. At Durham College. How did you hear about the MBM program?
Yeah, I think I heard about it. I was researching different programs that were kind of behind the scenes, music industry based stuff, and this is one of the ones that came up. I think for me this one was cool because it was 2 years. You could do 2 years, and then you can split, and also because there were a lot of interesting parts of the program, like the one I'm talking about, where you get to, you know, manage an artist and get involved with that kind of thing. But
Very
I
exciting.
found out about it pretty late, like kind of like maybe the last week of August or something, and just got everything together. And,
No way.
you know, threw some money down and
Casually, just threw some money in.
and you know how it is.
Do you
and then-
drive here every day?
No, so then I ended up finding a spot in the Schwa there. Yeah.
In the Schwa.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That'd be quite
Eventually.
the drive.
Eventually. Yeah, it was. I actually crashed my car at one point. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glad to see you're doing well, though. Recovered.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Have you
appreciate
Car
it.
not so much, but
That's cool.
Have you enjoyed the program so far?
Enjoyed crashing a car?
Not the car, the program.
Okay. Yeah.
I would hope that.
you didn't enjoy that.
Well, I'll be honest. There's a part of it that's like a little cathartic. The rest of it, you're scared to death. But
Valid.
Yeah.
yeah, I've
Sounds
enjoyed
like
the
an
program.
experience.
I've enjoyed the program. It's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of cool people I met, and it's been really great to get a more like formal perspective on the music industry. You know, I was kind of just hustling independently. I dropped out of school when I was 18 and just started producing events and managing artists and getting involved without a degree. And so to pop in here and get to understand the business from a more, you know, formal educational, you know, systematic way was cool. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a bit of like a deforestation, you know, kind of coming into it and like getting away from, you know, the sort of run and gun style and get into it from a more academic perspective.
What's your favorite class been so far? And like, is there any classes you have coming up that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have said as well, and it's a great question. I think a lot of people have also mentioned Greg's class in like first semester.
Mm-hmm.
And that was cool because he would like put his own opinion into things.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, you know, music is like something where it's not like an objective kind of thing. So that made it interesting because everybody has their own take on things, and
Right.
there were times where people would be arguing and stuff, or, you know, someone would trash a certain kind of genre of music and other people would be like coming to defend it or coming to attack it even further, or you know, kind of going like that. And so I liked how Greg kind of allowed for an open forum as opposed to just like talking at the class, you know, for a
Right.
while. Yeah.
Greg's class was very fun. I enjoyed that one as well.
No,
Yeah.
we had Ian, which I don't think you guys have met. Ian,
I don't know who
but
Ian is. Do you know who Ian is?
Ian?
He owns a coffee shop in Toronto, but I'm pretty sure he has a like a history degree, possibly. I don't know. I don't
Yeah, I don't think I
particularly
met him.
remember. This was over a year ago, but he was a very good history teacher. So
Do you have
Cool.
a favorite class from this semester so far?
This semester, man, it's been all right. You know, Tony's is online now.
Yeah. Which is
and
kind
that-
of sad. His class was always kind of lively a little bit.
Right.
you probably won't see him again until second year.
No. I think he's banking on doing an in-person class, though, this semester.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, very exciting.
That class is still great.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of good like guest speakers who have come in.
Yeah.
So that's been pretty cool. And then we also got a field trip to downtown
Yeah.
soon, which is wild. I haven't been on a field trip in
Since like
so long.
grade
You know, there's like
9.
students in our class that are like, you know, pushing 50. You know, they're popping in
That's gonna be
on the
wild.
school bus, you know, just hanging in the back.
Imagine they like pull up and it's like a big yellow school bus. I mean, it won't be, but like imagine.
It might be. You never know.
Yo, I think it will be.
Really?
What else?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think we have the budget.
Well, they
for,
got, like,
Don't we
some-
have like Durham buses with like the logos on it?
I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
Are you excited for Oshawa Music Week?
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, it'll be cool. There's gonna be some good events going on.
There will be.
Yeah, some good artists to tap in with as well. I haven't been to a Oshawa Music
I
Week.
didn't know it was a thing before.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a thing. Now I do.
It was
Yeah.
really good last year. One of my favorite one was there's the World Music Festival that's held in the pit. I think it's like free admission because it's just in the pit, so you can
Yeah.
just like
Walk through.
participate.
Yeah.
But it was a couple hours long, and they had like a little stage, and then they had like a little buffet tables
Yeah.
Oh,
kind
that's
of
cool.
situation. So they had different music from around the world and different food from around the world, and I think we're doing a trade show as well this year. So
Is that
really
something MBM students plan?
We do all of Oshawa Music Week and your events.
Okay.
So everything is all of us.
Dang.
So
Damn.
It's wild, actually.
yeah.
Yeah, this stuff is gonna blow my mind. Oshawa Music Week is just gonna
It's going to be so rewarding afterwards, though.
take me over, man.
So,
It'd be a whole kerfuffle, man.
interesting choice of word.
Thank you.
Kerfuffle. So, future, we're going to kind of get into that a little bit. Do you have a desired future career or something you're already kind of doing?
Yeah, I mean, I would love to. I actually saw some graduates of this program were hired as full-time bookers for different venues, and that would be an additional kind of thing on top of being a promoter. I think, there's a guy, actually a graduate of this program, is currently the full-time booker for Lee's Palace.
No way.
Yeah, I found that out just a couple days ago. So that's something I would like to sort of add on to what I'm doing, because there's a lot of stability that comes from, being at a venue kind of full time, and
Yeah.
and if you have a really big network of artists, a lot of the time, and you have potentially a degree as well, and you've been out here, and your LinkedIn, has a nice kind of photo of you looking like a dork, you'll be good, so.
So how are you working towards this career?
Looking like a
doing-
dork. That's the.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, I appreciate
12 out
that.
of 10 job, actually.
Yeah, 13. Shout out to Taylor Swift there.
Oh,
Yeah, it's been good. Just getting doing this program is a way to kind of gear me more into that direction. Yeah, I think in a lot of ways what I've already been doing has for the past few years has given me like a really solid foundation, and I think for me just kind of ironing things out, having things be a little more professional, or just kind of the way I've noticed even since I've joined the program that I'm a lot sharper with a lot of different stuff in the industry, so it's cool, just terminology and stuff, learning about whether it's like grants or things like that.
I've noticed in this program too, teachers are very straight up about what to expect. Like, if with your desired career, do you think that has helped you move towards it even more? Just your teachers being able to ask them, like, have you done this before? Like, what's the reality of it?
Yeah.
Do you think that's like something you're going to utilize, like being able to go up to your teachers and being like,
Yeah, 100%.
have you at all?
Yeah, no, I emailed like Tony,
Yeah.
and I also talked to Catherine too.
Yeah.
About just asking them about different connects or people that they know about, and trying to get involved that way and sort of like circumnavigate things.
Mhm.
And it's cool. It's great to have people that are a lot of them, all that they want to do is kind of help you out. There's a
Yeah.
lot of cool resources at the school.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like Catherine and Tony are probably like two of the realest people in our, and Greg, I guess, like the realest professors in our program. They'll just be straight up with how it is.
Yeah,
Be
that's a
like,
good
it's
point.
not easy sailing at all. Like, you actually have to do this and this and this. But
Yeah, they're real.
Bad for you guys. You guys don't get to experience Marnie.
no, we don't.
We had Marnie for like 6 classes.
Oh,
so
yeah?
far.
Marnie's
Six
like our
classes, yeah.
Catherine.
Marnie did networking, event
Oh, okay.
planning. She did our event workshop in first year.
Yeah, you didn't get to experience DJ Sham's networking though.
No,
That's the-
our networking class.
so
was
there
a
you go.
wild
Right? So
time.
I'm feeling pretty bad for y'all at the moment.
Yeah.
I wish you guys knew who James was, because we're always talking about him. You guys are just like, who is that?
He was pretty good, man.
I think he's gonna
To
be
be fair,
teaching
we
it.
talk about E in our history teaching. You guys have no
True.
idea what we're talking
True.
about.
Well,
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap, like first and
Yeah.
second. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
cool
think it'll change even more once Marnie fully retires and they change third year around, which they're doing right now.
yeah.
though. Oh yeah,
So.
Okay.
I think they told you guys.
Yeah,
right?
they did. They did.
Okay.
that's cool.
They're gonna make it 4 days instead of 2 for field placement, right?
Yeah, they're moving all the classes to first semester and then your field placement second semester.
Yeah.
So.
Wicked.
On
Wow,
that
look at that.
awesome note, coming up after the
Yeah.
music break, we'll be talking more in depth with Henry.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you can follow us on social media at the DCSA Media Hub and the MBM Vault.
And then we can follow our guests as well if you want to plug your Instagram.
Yeah, at Henry Jamer.
Cool. All lowercase.
Cheers.
We're going to play you some music. Here's Saturday Night Special by Leonard Skinnard and 2 Dozen Roses
Let's
by
do it.
Shenandoah, live from the Media Hub on riotradio.ca.
One,
Welcome back to the MBM Vault. We're your hosts, Abigail.
And I'm Kim, and today we are still here with Henry
Hey,
Murray.
what's up,
Woo!
guys?
What's up, Henry?
We're back.
How are you doing? Still good?
Oh yeah, still good. Yeah,
Feeling good?
Not too much has changed.
How was your sleep this morning? Just a side note, because we always
Oh,
talk
yeah?
about it. Did you go to bed late? Did you wake up early?
Yeah, I was doing really damn good, and I was getting up like 7 a.m. and going to bed around 10 or 11, which is solid, But yeah, I got some dormmate issues going on right now with some guys that like to
Stay up all night?
play video games and stuff, So
That's annoying.
losers.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was.
It is what it is, man.
I
Just
was
keeping it
late
a
this
buck.
morning.
You
I
weren't
feel I'm
late.
such a bad manager. I show up late almost every other week.
No, you're good.
Yeah, we decided on our meeting on Tuesday, since it's the day after Valentine's Day, to wear like red, pink, or white. And then I forgot that I left my pink shirt at home, so it took me about.
Oh, but
I'd say
the flowers you got
15
on
minutes
the
to
You got-
find the
you
you
shirt.
got
flowers
flowers
on Valentine's Day.
What's more Valentine's than flowers?
And you got cool
Yeah.
colors.
Yep.
You're wearing a red shirt underneath, though, so it's fine.
Thank you.
Well, there's red
you.
on the shirt.
I
It
have a
counts.
red shirt under. I'm not.
You did.
We're
You
not
did
gonna.
good. You did good.
Yeah,
You're
we're
fine.
not gonna remove
Talk
any
about-
remove
sure.
any layers, but.
So we're gonna. Okay. We're gonna talk about pre versus post pandemic music culture, since you've talked about you kind of like are interested in booking events and doing events and stuff like that.
Mhm.
They're kind of long questions, so they might take a minute to debrief each one. But how has the live music culture transformed from the pre-pandemic era to the post-pandemic era?
Yeah.
Like a
You did a
wi-
great job with
wider landscape, I guess.
that. Boom. You even added something on the end there. Wider
did.
landscape.
Yeah,
That was,
I know. I'm good at that. I'm good
Yeah,
at
yeah,
this.
yeah. You guys are awesome.
How do you feel about that? A few points, anything like that?
Yeah, it was a lot better before the pandemic in a lot of ways, and but there's also a lot that after the pandemic has impacted live music culture in really positive ways too.
Yeah.
Since the pandemic, so
Twitch is booming now.
it's a balance. Yeah,
Twitch.
yeah,
really going for
live
it.
streaming, and and
Yeah.
that is live performance.
Have you ever held an online event?
Yeah, I did in January or February of
Did you find it
2022.
more difficult to plan than a in-person event, or was it easier almost because you didn't actually have to be face-to-face with the people kind of attending?
Yeah, it was easier. Yeah, it was easier.
Did you
Yeah.
sell tickets and stuff for that, or is it kind of just like a free?
Yeah, it was like a free thing. I think I was just doing it to kind of keep the
Momentum?
business
Yeah.
going, because during the pandemic, if people can't come to shows, and like my whole business was shows,
Yeah.
I started to like do podcasts, or I started to do things where I could engage with people, like live streams and stuff. I started to do that to sort of engage with people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it wasn't too hard.
wicked.
Have you found that COVID has changed like the way your audience behaves or what they want from the artist?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I think a lot of people are just more isolated, right? Which is why crime has gone up and everything's so. I'm just playing. No, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of negatives, I think, to the pandemic that I hope we're kind of coming out of. To be honest, like
Yeah.
it's not a you can't be like, well, the pandemic created all this positive stuff. It's like it did, but I think for the most part, the pandemic was a negative thing, right? Yeah, I think people expect artists to be a lot more authentic than ever before, and there's like the boom of, I don't know, people that like you see like really big artists right now that are kind of I'm just trying to watch my words, like posting on Instagram
Yeah.
and doing it like almost like Finsta style.
Yeah.
There was a type of posting
Like
that I
almost
was
acting
gonna
crazy
say.
to kind of keep people reeled in. Like, in a way.
Yeah, and like it's more like you didn't really see that as much in like 2017, 18, but I think it's more of like the authentic thing. People are just kind of being more themselves, which is cool. I think it kind of takes away from the mystique around an artist sometimes.
Yeah.
You kind of don't want to see them, brushing their teeth. Like, I don't know. I kind of
It
want
also keeps them so relevant though, because people are like, are they going through something? Is something?
Yeah, oh my God, what's
like,
going on?
Are they okay?
And it's like relatable, unfortunately.
Doja Cat is a
It shouldn't,
very.
it shouldn't be, but a lot of people are mentally ill, so.
I
yeah.
find with it, not only the fact that like artists are trying to be more personable on Instagram, but it's also the fact not just Instagram, but it's also the fact that everyone else, because of COVID, was so chronically online that cancel culture has just like skyrocketed, and everyone calls out everyone for everything now.
Yeah, we might not want to go into that conversation, but I totally
Henry's
agree.
definitely never been canceled.
No, I don't think I have.
Good, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know what.
So
I don't think so.
To a certain degree, I
guess
think
it's
it's
happening
good
now.
to call people out on their actions, but it can create a toxic environment.
Yeah.
It's a balance for sure.
Yeah.
But I think everybody deserves a second chance depending on what it
Almost.
is, unless
Yeah.
it's like a something that we lock people up for, and and
I feel like cancel culture is also a way for people to stay entertained.
Right.
Like they did that. Let's flip it entirely to make it this big thing, so I can be entertained, you can be entertained, and then their name can stay relevant.
Yeah. And we put people on pedestals, right?
Yeah.
Like we make people out to be more than human, and then when they are, breathing and have a heartbeat, it's like, oh my god, it's like, oh my god, he's a real person or whatever.
Like,
and then
I remember
I hate him. I don't want to play with this toy anymore. And go
Yeah,
ahead.
exactly.
Yeah.
I remember like artists would walk outside wearing like attire that's not their usual attire, and people would be like, are they going through a mental breakdown? Are they okay? And I'd be like, they're just getting some coffee. They're just chillaxing. There's nothing else to do. Leave them alone. And people would try to cancel them because they're wearing like something they're not usually wearing, and they look like dressed down. And I was just kind of be like,
I feel like people just want someone to be angry at for some reason. So what are some specific advantages for like developing artists that they gain from participating in like local circuits and showcasing their talents?
Yeah, I think it's a really great question. I think it's a really great question because I think a lot of people wonder about that, and I think a lot of artists that want to make it, they sometimes don't even play local shows. Like they just go straight to maybe buying followers or buying streams and performing at some renowned venue, getting some good video from it, and then sometimes they just go straight to a label. A lot of the time the artist game, like the local artist game, is all about putting together a resume that you end up showing to somebody higher up, whether it's a label or like a PR agent or something. So a lot of people don't even want to play local events or kind of get their hands dirty with local venues and performing at $20 shows or things like that.
have you found it harder to get artists to perform at your shows because of that? They don't want to like get their hands dirty?
I think sometimes some of the better artists, to be honest with you, I think some of the it depends. I mean, but I think it's smart to kind of sometimes actually circumvent that whole period of time. However, I think that you gotta earn your chops, and I know some guys that perform all the time, like they're always performing, and I noticed that it really affects them, whether people are even coming to the shows or whatever. Like I noticed that it just keeps them like in that artist mindset and keeps them kind of doing their thing. It gives them an energy and a whole sort of life to performing.
If
often.
I was an artist, I would do both the big shows and the small shows, because you don't know who's going to be in the audience. It's kind of like you could have that one person in the audience who becomes like a lifetime fan, whereas the bigger shows, just because there's more people, you might not get that. Yeah. Because it's a smaller show, it's more like intimate in a way, I think.
Yeah.
Which is
this is like it is on topic, but like ages ago. I don't know if you know the band 5 Seconds of Summer.
Of course.
They did something like that 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
Where they went from doing like these arena shows to like smaller venues all across like Europe and stuff. And it was like they were pretty small for what they're used to. And then after that they gained so much of like a following for their band that they just like skyrocketed back up to like really large venues. So I feel like that definitely created a good connection between them and their fans.
Yeah, just kind of going down there.
Yeah. We're kind of running short of time, so I'll just do the last question. Since you've done a few events, how do you navigate the egos of like an artist and maybe like their agents? Like how do you navigate egos? Are egos something that are negative egos? Is that like a prominent thing you see? Like people being like, I'm not getting enough attention here, like I don't want to do your show anymore or something like that.
Oh yeah, all the time.
How do you navigate that? Do you kind of like try to convince them, or kind of like if you're not into it, just don't do it?
Well, I mean, if somebody doesn't want to play a show of mine, I'm not gonna make them. That said, like there are circumstances where it's not necessarily I'm walking from the show
Yeah.
but I have an issue with this or I have an issue with that.
Are you willing
Or,
to
yeah.
make those adjustments to kind of tailor to them, or are you kind of just like this is how it is, or is it kind of like depending?
It really depends what it is.
Yeah.
You know, for example, you know, if an artist hasn't sold tickets for a show, and maybe I've been to shows of theirs and they've sold a lot of tickets, and I've been to packed out rooms that they've been headlining at. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, because you kind of bet on dogs, you know, when you're booking shows. Like you go, okay, this guy, I bet that he can fill out this room.
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen his track record. Sometimes you actually have numbers that you can, you know, he'll send you or she'll send you, and you're able to know that they can bring out a certain amount of people. That said, though, you never know until it's show day or show night. And you don't know until, you know, people do come in the door. Sometimes I've had shows where a lot of tickets have been sold and no one is there too.
Yeah.
Sometimes things like that happen with like weather or, you know, whatever. So you just kind of bet on, you know, the best case scenario you have. And for me, like booking a lot of shows so that if one of them doesn't go well, I have like 3 more that month, and most of them go well because I've been doing this for a while, so I know how to, you know, make things go well. But sometimes artists, they haven't sold a lot of tickets, and their ego is kind of bruised because they haven't sold a lot of tickets, and now I've got to kind of be like a therapist, and I'm not one, and I don't take that on. If somebody's kind of coming at me and whining about stuff, I just go, hey dude, I'm just doing my job, reminding you that you got to sell tickets. That's all I'm doing. There's no emotion in this.
Exactly.
You kind of just have to remove any emotion, and with artists, you know, they lead from that place all the time, so you just have to kind of keep it about business. Yeehaw.
I feel like you're pretty humble in the fact of like telling someone something, but in like a calm type of way, like this is how it is, like it's either this or it's like nothing in a way. Like if you don't do it this way, then it affects everyone. It's kind of like a domino effect. Like if you don't do your job, I can't do my job,
Right.
and everyone else can't do theirs. So I feel like it's important to be kind of assertive, being like, if you don't sell your tickets, I can't help you out with that. You kind of just have to deal with it and figure it out yourself. If you can't sell your tickets, don't make a promise you can't keep in a way. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get anything done if no one is kind of leading it. And in order to lead, you do have to inspire a bit of fear into people. There have to be consequences if things aren't accomplished. And so, you know, you have to be comfortable doing that. That's the role that you take on. And if you were to let everything slide and let everybody slack off, you're going to have a failure of an operation.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, we're reaching the end of our show today. I would like to, on behalf of the whole MBM Vault team, to wish everyone a happy post-Valentine's Day.
Yes.
We just missed the day. Hopefully, maybe next year we'll be right smack dab on Valentine's Day. So I'd like to thank you for coming.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you, Henry.
Super fun.
That's good. Well, that's the end of our show today. I'm reading the script now, and it sounds awkward. I look forward to seeing you all back here next week. There, we got it.
Yeah.
You can follow Henry's Instagram at Henry J. Murray, or Henry J. Murr. Right?
Yeah, I dropped it down.
You
just
dropped it
to the
down.
mirror.
So remove the AY. You can follow us on social media at the DCSA Media Hub and at the MBM Vault.
And here's a Need a Boat by Morgan Wallen playing us out live on the Media Hub at riotradio.ca.